Well, look at this. You have received your copy of Studies in Sorcery, and you got this fancy playmat, but you might be looking at the setup diagram here in the rulebook and wondering how you use the playmat instead of the setup diagram. So that's what this video is going to go over. So I'll walk through setup, but use the playmat instead of the layout here, because there are some differences. So let's go over that. Just like if you're doing the normal setup, you're going to go through the steps, but I'm going to show you where things might go differently. Don't need the box anymore. Let's put that there. So first we need to, it would say, to take the moon track cards, which are these, and set them up. Well, it turns out the moon track is actually built into the playmat in these separate places. So you don't need to do that. I'm going to skip that step. All right, next we are to take the moon token and add it to the semester track and to the left moon track. So our semester track is actually over here now, so we can put that there. And we can use the moon track here, and if you want to do it step by step to remember the phases, you can put it down here. So I've got those on the board. That's all good. So the next step is to remove all the projects that are not for the current player count. So how do you know this? So I've got a whole bunch of project cards right here. These are what the project cards look like. On the back of the project cards here, there's a little extra information. I have no idea if my autofocus will do the right thing here. And I probably should have pulled out one in advance that had what I'm looking for. There. This one here, Ghostly Grifter. You'll see that it's got this 2+ icon here. So I would not play this one if I'm playing with one player, only with 2 or more players, because you can play single player. If you didn't know that, now you know. So I would go through and remove the ones that didn't meet my player count. So that's the next step. Okay, so then I need to separate the projects into their different levels. So if you look at the project cards here, they've all got this banner, this bookmark in the center, and there's 3 different colors for the 3 different levels. So I just want to separate those based on level. When I put away the game, I like to sort them this way. So I got my purple 300 level tracks. I've got my teal 100 level tracks here. And then I've got the blue 200 level tracks. So I already shuffled these, but you'd want to shuffle them and put them on the board like that. And you can actually see on the mat, it's got the same little bookmark there, and it also says 300 level. It tells you a couple times there. So those are where there's going to go. So now they want us to create a market 3x2 using, well, it tells us what cards, but actually what we need to look for is what semester we're in. And that says 2 columns of 100 levels and 1 column of 200. So I would just take, that's a column of 100 level cards, another column of 100 level cards, and then the next one is 200 level cards. So I take that from the other deck. All right, we got a market there. If you look really carefully at the mat, you'll see that there's a book that's like forward between all of the columns, and so that can help you, like if you really want to keep it nice and tidy, look to have those books dividing things. Same up here. Okay, what do we need to do next? We need to, candles and vials. So there's stock cards here. There's 2 types. So the stock cards have the background here that is the 2 coins, which is what they cost. And there's 2 types. There's candles and vials. So you got the icons and different pictures, and they go on the mat where their names are, and also a little picture of them. Okay, this is looking like a complete market here. What else do I need to do? I need to shuffle the grave deck, which I just did. I don't have to watch me shuffle. And I'm going to create a face-down grave deck, leaving room for a discard pile. I don't have to leave room for a discard pile. Oh, it's covered by my face. Below my face here, below this, there's a little thing that says discard. But that's been reserved for me, and the deck goes where it says deck. All right, next thing I need to do is form a supply of, oh no, I forgot to deal out the grave pile. So there's 3 grave piles here. I was like, when does it tell me to do this? I'm supposed to put 2 cards in each of these piles. on 1, 2, and 3. And this is kind of your preference whether you want to like have them pile up, have them splay up or down, because these piles are going to go. I kind of like to push them down, but you know, whatever you like. I also like to really leave room to be able to see how many cards are in there, because that's important to the game. So these are the credit tokens here. They're two-sided, a positive side and a negative side. And just put these wherever you want. You can put them on the board, but I'm going to use a little dish for this because I like tokens in a dish rather than just in a pile. I've got this fancy one that I got for Christmas as a gift. And I'm just going to set that somewhere that everyone can reach. I'm going to set it off to the side here. All right, I think I got through all of the main board setup. I was going through the instructions here. Again, I was going through this page right here and that step there. And then you'd have a per player setup, which I'm going to pause and do because I'll give you a different view.